Warning, some images in this next report may give you the horn. So, good morning, welcome back to the show. Now, if you've been here before, you'll know what we're doing today. If not, I'll run you through it quickly. Welcome to What's Britain Talking About Today. In this show, we focus on the issues that Britain is surrounded by, we focus on the opinions of people that call in, and we often look to social media for guidance. Now, we've got an excellent show coming up for you today. I'll take you through that in a minute, but first, we're in conversation with Winchester by-election hopeful Clive Barrington. Let's start off, shall we? So, tell us a bit about your election campaign.
I won't lie to you, Jeff. Power gives me wood. Serious wood. But it's not just about that. If elected, I promise that living standards will go up for me and my wife.
Fabulous. And Clive, do you believe the fact that the Labour Party haven't put forward a candidate devalues this election?
Not at all. Just ask my candidates, Mr. Galloway and the Michelin Man. Competition is alive and well.
Alright, Clive, cheers very much. So, next question. One viewer wants to know what your policy is on crime. How do you plan to cut it back?
Well, I plan to reduce crime by trawling the streets dressed as a man leopard.
Alright, cheers very much, Clive. Anything else you want to add? Clive Barrington, everybody, by-election candidate for the Make Britain Great Again party in the Winchester by-election. If you are in Winchester, have a look at his policies. He might be the candidate for you. Now, we're going to move on to quarantine. It's something that we've all been under for a good long while now. It's forced me to work from home, as you can see. We want to know how you, the general public, are getting on with it. So let's take a look at that. We've got one viewer here who is from Southend. Hello, Claire, can you hear me?
I spent time with the kids and the dogs. And once this whole business is over with, I'll be going back to work. God, it's lonely and sad. I miss my mum. I miss my normal life. I just don't know when it'll end.
Alright, fabulous. Cheers very much, Claire. Okay, so, we just want to know, how have you been dealing with quarantine so far?
It's funny you should say that. I think they're taking the opportunity to change the batteries in the birds while we're all inside. Did you know that the birds are spies for the state?
That's very interesting, Claire. Where do you work, perchance?
I work for BuzzFeed.
I see, right, that explains a lot of things. Well, thank you very much, Claire. Anything else you'd like to add?
Spread the word for me. Tell everyone before they come for me.
Alright, thank you very much, Claire. Right, we'll move on. So, now it's time in our show to have a look at social media, Twitter to be precise, and see what you guys are saying. So, David Barnes at Say No to Foreign says, loving the show so far, Jeff. I know Clive Barrington personally, and he's a complete tosser. Well, fair enough, David, thank you very much. Sandra Denning says, I'm a professor of social sciences. Not really a real degree, is it, Sandra? And I think that exploiting people's quarantine experience for entertainment is barbaric and wrong. Well, Sandra, you may have a fair point, but at the same time, fitness personality Dave Biscuit says, yes, it's okay to be miserable, Claire. Misery is the first step to hating yourself enough to do something about it. Loved the show last week, Jeff, but less foreigners. Barry Grimes tweets in, help, I'm trapped inside my council flat. The door won't open and I've got no phone reception. Well, Barry, there's a clear lesson to be learned here, which is don't vote Labour. Because, and it's very clear to see, if you had voted Tory, then you wouldn't have actually had that council flat in the first place, so you wouldn't be trapped. It's simple stuff, Barry. A tweet here now from Nigel Garage, leader of the Brexit Means Brexit party. Clive Barrington did himself proud on What's Britain Talking About today. He proved himself a worthy candidate to fight against poverty and provide equality to everyone except non-whites. True words never spoken. Thank you, Nigel. That pretty much finishes off today's show. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back at midday with Nuances at noon. After that, we've got a couple of shows in the afternoon, of course, but I'm sure you'll keep up to date with those. Thank you very much for listening once again. I've been your host, Jeff. Goodbye for now.